Welcome, dear viewers, to today's deep dive into the world of tragic heroes. From Shakespeare to modern novelists, these characters teach us that ambition, love and hubris often come at a heavy cost. In this video, we'll explore 5 iconic tragic heroes and dissect the fatal flaws that led to their dramatic downfalls. So, buckle up, dear viewers, and prepare to be enthralled as the tragedies unfold. Macbeth, brave Macbeth, the valiant warrior, a Scottish general bathed in glory. Yet beneath that shining armour lurked a vulnerability, ambition. 3 witches whisper into Macbeth's ear of a future crowned in kingship. Macbeth, intoxicated by the allure of power, murders King Duncan and ascends the throne. Paranoia grips him, turning friend into foe and painting shadows on every wall. Macbeth's reign, built on treachery and bloodshed, crumbles, leaving him a hollow shell. Next, we journey to the Roaring Twenties, a time of jazz, opulence, and the American dream. Here we meet Jay Gatsby, a mysterious and wealthy man who built his empire on a past love, a love that consumed him. Gatsby's fatal flaw was his obsession with the green light at the end of Daisy Buchanan's dock, a symbol of a love lost and a future he could never grasp. He believed that by amassing immense wealth and throwing extravagant parties, he could win back Daisy, his unattainable dream, and rewrite the past. Gatsby's love for Daisy was not just for the woman herself, but for an idea, a figment of his romanticized memories, an illusion of perfection. His inability to see Daisy for who she truly was, beyond the idealized image he had created, led to his tragic demise, a downfall rooted in his own delusions. In the end, Gatsby's death serves as a poignant reminder that dwelling in the past and chasing illusions can only result in darkness and despair, leaving behind a legacy of unfulfilled dreams and shattered hopes. Chapter 3. Dr. Faustus, the Devil's Bargain. Faustus, a scholar of insatiable curiosity, yearned for more than human knowledge. His thirst for the unknown drove him to the brink of madness as he sought answers that lay beyond the realm of mortal understanding. In a moment of breathtaking hubris, he traded his soul for 24 years of forbidden wisdom. This pact, sealed with a quill dipped in his own blood, marked the beginning of his tragic downfall. Faustus's fatal flaw was his arrogance, believing he could outsmart even the devil. He reveled in his newfound powers, convinced that he could bend the very fabric of reality to his will. The devil tempted Faustus with fleeting pleasures, keeping him distracted from the true cost. Riches, power, and forbidden knowledge were dangled before him, each more tantalizing than the last. As the clock ticked down, Faustus found himself trapped in despair. The sands of time slipped through his fingers, and the weight of his choices began to crush his spirit. He had tasted ultimate power, yet it all felt hollow. The grandeur of his achievements paled in comparison to the emptiness that gnawed at his soul. His hubris condemned him to an eternity of torment. The flames of his ambition now served as his eternal prison, a stark reminder of the price of his overreaching pride. Chapter 4. Othello, the Serpent of Jealousy. Othello, the valiant Moor, was poisoned by the venomous serpent of jealousy. His downfall was orchestrated by Iago, a master manipulator. Iago planted seeds of doubt in Othello's heart, growing into all-consuming jealousy. Othello's fatal flaw was his inability to trust Desdemona. Blinded by jealousy, he misinterpreted her actions and took her life. His jealousy serves as a chilling reminder of the destructive power of unfounded suspicion. Chapter 5. Victor Frankenstein. Playing God, reaping ruin. Victor Frankenstein, a brilliant but reckless scientist, dared to conquer death. He was driven by an insatiable curiosity and a desire to push the boundaries of human knowledge. His ambition knew no limits, and he sought to unravel the mysteries of life itself. He created life, but unleashed a horror he could never have imagined. The creature, born from his experiments, was a grotesque reflection of his own hubris. It was a being of immense strength and intelligence, yet it was shunned and feared by all who saw it. Frankenstein's fatal flaw was his hubris, believing he could control life and death. He thought himself a god, capable of bestowing life upon the lifeless. But in his arrogance, he failed to foresee the consequences of his actions. He abandoned his creation, leaving it to fend for itself. The creature, rejected and alone, became a symbol of Frankenstein's failure and the dark side of human ambition. It sought revenge on its creator, leading to a tragic cycle of violence and despair. Haunted by guilt, Frankenstein spent his days attempting to destroy the monster. His life became a relentless pursuit, a desperate attempt to undo the horrors he had unleashed. But the damage was done, and the consequences of his actions were irreversible. His story serves as a warning about the dangers of unchecked scientific ambition. It reminds us that the quest for knowledge, while noble, must be tempered with humility and responsibility. The tale of Victor Frankenstein is a timeless cautionary tale, urging us to consider the ethical implications of our pursuits. The enduring power of tragedy. These figures remind us that even the greatest can fall prey to their own flaws. Their stories reveal deep truths about the human condition. They serve as cautionary tales, reminding us of our very human capacity for both greatness and destruction. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us next time as we explore more iconic tales.